Hello my fellow witches, sorcerers, and other magical practitioners. My name is Aiden, and happy feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. So today is a very important day for many people, especially people who are Mexican and who share Mexican ancestry or grew up with Mexican culture, anything revolving around that. And so I think today I want to talk about very important spirits relating to Mexican culture, and especially to today, that obviously being the Virgin Mary in the aspect of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And I would like to particularly talk about her in her aspect as kind of the bridge between the old world and the new world. Because she has that very important aspect where she is sort of a in-between spirit. She's sort of an middle ground between the old religion of the people of Mexico and the new religion brought over by the Spaniards. Let's just talk about her. So Guadalupe, inherently being the Virgin Mary, she is already the mediatrix, which, if you don't know what that means, mediatrix is a sort of in-between mediator between the Holy Father, Holy Son, Holy Spirit, and the people. Or it can be a mediator between any two people, but that's what it means specifically within this context. So Mary serves as sort of a intercessor, a mediator between us and the Trinity. So what that means is that she's able to speak on our behalf and pray on our behalf, and get that higher up towards God, because she is the most exalted, highest elevated person, spirit, within the tradition of the Catholic Church. She is, as Guadalupe, she is also serving as a bridge between worlds. She works as Guadalupe. She also works as Tonantzin. Tonantzin is a spirit from Mexica or Aztec religion, and she is very basically the sort of Earth Mother archetype. She sort of works as that. She serves as kind of a motherly figure and simply relating to the earth and all things natural. So Mary is a perfect vessel for that. She's a perfect kind of in-between for people to kind of do that, because Mary, being a human, was born on earth and is inherently connected to the earth because of that. So she's able to kind of work as that in-between spirit for a lot of people, and a lot of people end up converting to Catholicism because of that, because of the apparition of the Holy Virgin Mother as Guadalupe. She helped a lot of people convert towards Catholicism, and that really kind of got the ball rolling. So it's a very interesting kind of dynamic there culturally with Guadalupe, where she has a lot of the aspects of the old culture, the old traditions, but she takes on this new form, this new fresh Catholic form, and she sort of mixes and merges symbols together, she merges ideas together, and overall serves as kind of this middle ground for people. So how does that actually relate to anything the channel's about? Well, the Virgin Mary is extremely important to me and has always been, and when I was having my issues with the church, as we shall put it for now, I kind of dropped off on that, because I dropped off on everything. And that was something that never sat right with me, because it's like, okay, but I'm kind of starting over everything now. So going back to that on my own terms, with my own understandings, my own reasonings, it makes things a lot more easy for me, it makes things more effective for me, And it also causes me to be able to work effectively in that sort of domain, because Guadalupe works in sort of every domain. She's sort of in every spirit. She's able to grant any petition, grant any prayer. Contrary to popular belief, she's able to do things that some people would not agree with traditionally, because she's able to intercede on our behalf and she understands where we come from with everything. She's able to do a lot more than what people would traditionally assume just because she's the Virgin Mary. But she's able to do all sorts of different things for us, and she's able to also elevate us higher and help us to achieve more things mystically. And as Guadalupe, she again serves as that in between of things. She's very liminal. She's very sort of an in-between spirit, a kind of threshold spirit where you're able to work with her, but also work with the imagery of the old Mexican traditions. And you're able to kind of mix them together and work with them as one unified corpus of magic. And because of that, Guadalupe is an incredibly powerful spirit. She's incredibly miraculous as well. She's able to grant so many miracles. Like many people will pray to her to assist with childbirth, especially. And everyone that I met who have positioned her for that, they've always had great success. They've always had fantastic success and fantastic results. She's always delivered, and the mother is also always delivered. So she's able to get things done that you need. She understands us, she understands you and me. She's able to get kind of more personal with us, and that's a lot of things that are consistent with a lot of the saints, and especially the saints and spirits of Mexico. From my understanding, is that they are a lot more personable, they are a lot more with us. They're not so much high and lofty as they are right here, right now. Even though they may seem high and lofty at times, you can really get a tangible feel for them quite often. So it's also important to note that while Guadalupe is often associated with Mexico, she is the Empress of the Americas. She's not just for people in Mexico, she's for everyone in the Americas, and in all honesty, for everyone around the world. A lot of people seem to have this notion recently that La Virgen de Guadalupe means only of Guadalupe, not of everyone who wants to venerate the Virgin Mary. So that's something that I want to clear up real quick, is that Guadalupe is for everyone. She's not just for people who are born in Mexico, people who are Mexican descent, people who have Mexican customs. She is for everyone, regardless of who you are. Now, obviously, you want to understand the cultural context around her, so please read up on that, but that doesn't mean that she's like some spirit that you can't work with unless you're 100% Mexican blood or something stupid like that. No, she is for everyone. Like all apparitions of Mary, she is for everyone. She's not just for the people of Mexico, and she has a specific title known as Empress of the Americas. So, if you're in the Americas, you can 100% definitely work with her. Yes. Some ways you can incorporate her very easily is lighting her candles. I have some candles over here, a little space set up for her for today. I'm recording this the day before, but for today, I have a space set up for her that I'm going to be working over, praying over, saying psalms over, etc. Learning the rosary is very important to Mary. All apparitions of her find the rosary extraordinarily important. So I would learn the rosary if you want to start venerating Mary in any aspect. Also, just learning about the story behind Guadalupe is very important. Learning about Juan Diego as well, because Juan Diego is also integral to Guadalupe's story. So if you want to learn more about Guadalupe, please learn more about Juan Diego. I also have a little spot set up for Juan Diego on this little area over here that I have for Guadalupe, because it's important that we recognize Juan Diego as well, because she chose to speak to him. She chose to speak to him. She chose to show him herself and give him her message. So it's important that Juan Diego is also venerated. His feast day is a little bit before today. I believe it's on the 3rd of December, off the top of my head. But you can still venerate him alongside Guadalupe. You can kind of do sort of a novena for that, where you start on Juan Diego and you end on Guadalupe, or you can start on Guadalupe and keep going from there, which is what I plan to do. Personally, is I plan to start a novena on Our Lady of Guadalupe today, do a ton of petitions and prayers. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. So yes, that's important to note, that she is incredibly versatile. She is able to help you with all things. There's not one thing that she can't do, really. I can't really think of much that she would not be able to do, because she's able to do everything. As Queen of Heaven, Empress of Hell, Empress of the Americas, she's able to do all sorts of things, able to work all sorts of miracles. She's just fantastic, so I highly recommend looking into her more if you are interested. She's hugely important to me as someone who is of Mexican descent. As someone who was not able to be raised in my culture, I was trying to incorporate more of my culture into my life, and Guadalupe is hugely important to that. So that's essentially it from me. Thank you all for watching, and I do hope to see you in the next one. I'll be talking relatively soon about more about Guadalupe, and I think you all will be very interested in that. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.